Good morning and welcome to Rev K Raw. Today's topic, food fight finale. That's right, getting off the battlefield here completely. So if you watched the first two parts, you know in part one, we looked at some ways of building awareness. Okay, so some practices around building awareness of what was happening with the way in which we eat. Then in part two, we were taking a look at some of the meaning that we make around the stories we tell ourselves about why and how we eat. In this finale that will get you and me off the battlefield completely, I want to do two things. The first is to look at the most common myth around our eating and food. The second is to suggest a set of ongoing practices that will allow us, allow you, allow me to be in a friendly relationship with food and with our bodies. Okay, you ready? So the first thing is the most common myth, which is when I reach X weight, fill in the blank, everything will be fine. Number one most common myth. If I can just get to whatever that magic number is. And here's the thing. You are not a number that's on the scale. Okay? So let's dispel that myth right away. It won't matter, because if that number is the magic number, even if you get there, if you haven't addressed the things that were going on in part one, part two, or pick up what's happening in part three, it won't matter, because the same you will still be running the reel of the movie of your mind. So let's get past that myth. So here's the second thing, a set of life-affirming practices around our relationship with food. I discovered these recently in a book that I picked up. I thought they were absolutely fantastic. So here they go. Eat when you're hungry. How about that? Eat when you're hungry. Eat sitting in a calm environment, which does not include the car. I understand sometimes there's an exception to the car rule, okay? I travel, sometimes I'm driving, I do eat in the car. But as far as like eating in the car, doesn't include the car. Calm environment does not include the car. So eat in a calm environment. Next, eat without distractions. I remember one of those kind of Buddhist urban legends where two students were talking about their gurus, and one said, that his teacher, could eat and read and talk and do several things at one time. And the other one said, oh, your teacher must be so much more advanced than mine, because the only thing that mine does is concentrate and practice eating when he eats. So let's practice eating when we eat. So eat without distractions, eat without reading, TV, all those kinds of things. Eat what your body wants, okay? And this really goes back to being in tune and paying attention to what's going on with your body. So eat what your body wants. I know that I have found that when I eat what my body wants, I actually feel good, okay? I feel great when I do that. Eat until you're satisfied. Okay? So that's good. Eat until you're satisfied. And stop when you hear the voice that says stop. So eat until you're satisfied. Eat with the intention of being in full view of others. Oh my God, that's like a big one for me, because I tend to eat fast. And if I could see me on a movie how I eat, I would probably be appalled. So I know I eat differently when I'm with other people. I slow down and, so eat as if you're in full view of other people. And then last, and here's the biggie, that has been denied to so many of us who have been in the food fight and now won't be denied to you anymore, is eat with enjoyment. Eat with enjoyment, gusto, and pleasure. And I'll take a quick moment to describe an experience I had recently. There's a particular place that sells these wonderful cupcakes. I wanted a cupcake. I waited until the point in time was that I was hungry, ready to have the treat. I bought the cupcake, sat down with a lovely cup of coffee. I savored every bite. It felt so good. I had no compulsion to have another one. I had no running commentary about how awful it was that I was having the cupcake. It was just pure, pure delight. So that's my wish for you through this series about food fight, is to come off the battlefield and come into relationship with yourself and with food in a way that brings you enjoyment and gusto. And know, as before, if you need some help, just reach out. I'm here. Namaste.